Everyone, I have finished this lovely cute book by Morgan O'Brien, so I thought I would do a little flip through for you, just showing you all the completed pages. You can see what fun I've had in the book and maybe get some inspiration if you've got it, or have a look and see if you want to buy it. I have put the link to the book in the description of the video, so you can go off to Amazon and buy it if you want to, or not. Up to you. So I haven't filled in this page. I'm a terror. I do that bit. Now, of course, you could colour Matchstick Mouse there as well. I tend not to. I like to get on with the full-size pictures. Now, I'm going to come in a lot closer because all of these are little circles, and so we don't need to be so zoomed out. Every page has the name on the other side. They're all single-sided, so that means that you can use any sort of colouring material and it's not going to go through the page and spoil the picture below because there's nothing on the back. But you know, if you're using a wet medium paint or alcohol markers or even anything, I just put a couple of pages in between. If it's really wet, I use a laminate as well, just to make sure it doesn't go through to the rest of the book, because I don't want to ruin it. The pages are quite thin. This is Amazon printed, so it's sort of it's got a bit of a texture to it, this particular one. I don't know if it's always consistent with Amazon paper, but it's a one where when you order the book, Amazon prints it and sends it, so they choose the paper. So it's not chosen by the artist, so it's not artist grade paper, but I find it perfectly fine for colouring on. Now I'm looking at this picture while I'm jabbering on, and I cannot work out what pencils I used for this page. I remember it being a buddy colour and thinking the person who coloured it with me did sun rays there and it looked really good, and I was like, oh, why did I do it like that? Never mind, I don't really know what I used. So usually I write it down, and there's a few pages in this book where I've forgotten, which is a bit annoying, but hey. I think it could be Arteza Premium or Castle Arts Gold, to be honest, but I really have no idea. So there's our first picture. Now this one is been done with Castle Art Soft Touch pencils, and we have our character here doing some yoga. I haven't done any yoga for ages. I got really into it, doing it every day, and then I got a bit of a virus and I sort of stopped, and I haven't really started again, and I really need to. I am going to. I'm determined to, but it's just fitting it all in. I need to find the time and make the time. It's very easy to say that we're so busy to do things and then not look after our own health. So anyway, I will do that. As I say, Castle Art Soft Touch for that one. Now this one is done with Arteza Premium. I wanted to make the bug stand out a little bit. I don't know if I did it quite brightly enough. But it was a fun one to do, and I wanted to make this look beachy because it looks like we're on the beach, but I don't know if it's supposed to be grass really. This bit looks like it should be grass, but anyway, I had a bit of fun with him. Now I spoken to my children about the characters because they don't play. It's based on Animal Crossing, this book, but my children don't play it, so they don't know, and nor do I. So I just have to hope. Look, I haven't coloured those in. Oh, I want to colour it in. I don't have a pen. I don't have a pencil on my desk. I do. I have lots of pencils on my desk, but these aren't coloured pencils. Never mind. It needs colouring in. I purposely left those bits white, but those should have been coloured. Hey ho. This one was done with Castle Arts Gold pencils. I sort of wanted to leave this bit white, but I decided in the end to leave the clouds white and to colour that in a little bit to make it look a bit more like I hadn't forgotten to colour it, sort of thing. I had fun with this beach. I wanted the rock and the beach to be the same, but it looked really boring. So I just got a slightly darker pencil and just did a bit of scribbling. I thought it came out quite well. So that was a bit of fun. And I didn't do any white pen on the water, which sometimes I do. The reason for that was because I wanted to colour another one straight away, and if I turned the page and there was white pen, it would have made a big horrible mess. So I didn't do any, but you could do. I have on some of them, I think. Now this page was so much fun, and it spurned me in the way of an exciting idea. So this was done with Castle Art Soft Touch, and I try to match the cover. Now you can see this is much more vibrant than this, but the colours are similar. So you've got a pink sky, and then there's sort of purple going down the tree, and the girl's dress is the same colour and things like that. That's orange and that's orange, but it's just not quite as vibrant because the front cover of the book, obviously Morgan O'Brien wants it to be really bright, but this is digitally coloured and this is pencil coloured. You can't get the same sort of pigments. But it was so much fun. So what I decided to do was to colour a whole book based on Morgan O'Brien's colour scheme, so I could learn from him because I thought it was beautiful, you know. So so Matchstick Mouse Springtime, I was lucky enough to be sent 2 copies of by 2 lovely people. So I decided that one of them I'm going to colour based on Morgan O'Brien's pictures, because he's often puts pictures that he's coloured of his own books up, so I'm going to use one for that, which I have been doing, and one for my own imagination and just, you know, general colouring. So it's I'm really lucky to have the opportunity to do that, so I'm going to be playing around with that. I haven't done any this month, last month, but I will do. It's just fitting it all in. I have different goals each month. It sounds a bit stressful, goals, a bit worky. It is my job, colouring. It doesn't feel like a job, the actual colouring side, but I do have to make plans for videos and things like that. Now this was a very early one that I did, and again I've got no idea what pencils I used. I actually think the carpet looks really nasty and I couldn't do much about it because it's so bold, and I feel like this should be a rug, and I just coloured it all the same colour. It's almost a bit lazy, and I was so sort of confused as to why there was a bush in their sitting room, but I presumably it's something to do with the game, but I don't really know. But I think it's just a bit dull. I don't know why. I think the picture just didn't capture my imagination when I coloured it. It was a buddy colour, and maybe I just wasn't quite up for it when I did it. I don't know, but if I did it again I would do it quite differently. But hey, you learn from things, you know, you learn from doing things wrong as well as doing things right, and I think that's really good. Right, this is coloured with Staedtler Design Journey pencils, and I used one of Sarah Renee Clark's Colour Cube cards. It was number 66 for anyone who's interested to have a look. I haven't grabbed it out because I forgot that I did one, and it was such a challenge and I really enjoyed it. The card had a watery type picture with trees and landscape and things, so I really copied quite a lot of how the colours were on the card, which I don't always do in the photo on the card. I often ignore the photo. But it was such fun just to do this sort of silhouette, and it was obviously very quick. I didn't have to think about shading and shadows really, I just did it. But it was good and it was different, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. That was good. This one I did with Castle Arts Gold. I had a lot of fun. I'm not really used to colouring clothing, so it was something a bit different. I have done the Rooms of Wonder clothing pages, but I did this before that, I think, so I hadn't really got much experience of that. So that was interesting, and I didn't have many browns. Some pencil sets don't have a big lot of browns. The floor in this one is done with the permanent brown from the Castle Arts Gold, which looks a little bit purpley to me, but I don't think it matters. But anyway, it was good. I had fun with that one, and lots of different colours for the clothing, which I enjoyed. You know, I'm often a bit wary of using a big range of colours because it can often look a bit of a mess when I do it. Other people can do it brilliantly, but I think this time it worked, so that was good. This I used my poly colours. I actually found they didn't blend as nicely as I'd hoped on the sky, but it's okay. There's a few streaky bits which I tried to disappear and didn't quite work, but anyway, that was okay. It was also tricky because I wanted this guy to be green because I felt like he looked like some sort of lizard and would be green, and but then we've got all this greenery going on. Again, look, I've missed those. Oh dear, never mind. So I needed him to stand out, so I chose his colours first and then did lighter ones behind, but I'm not sure if it's a bit samey, but you know, that was okay. I had fun with him and the picture. I left that bit white because I thought it was like shadow on the gun. I think it's a gun, or is it a fishing rod like this guy's got? I really have no idea. Anyway, but and I wanted to keep these colours really pretty, but these guys I felt I just did them different colours to these so that it sort of stood out. I thought was fun. So yeah, again, we've used lots of colours. We've used blues, we've used oranges and purples, we've used lots of greens and pinks, and I think it worked. So I'm getting a little bit more confident, which is good. Now this one was great fun. I used my Artex pencils here, and it's got this Christmassy vibe. I need to tip it to the light so you can see the shine of the glitter. So there is glitter pen on the tree, on the snow on the tree, and all the sort of snow, the circles that look like snow's falling. So that was good fun. I think that is a glaze pen. I'm pretty sure that's the Jelly Roll glitter pen. It was a bit tricky to know quite how to colour the snow, so I've used some sort of grey blues in different areas so it's not just all white, and I had fun with the hat, making it all furry, which is always good fun. I enjoy that. Basically colour it in very light grey, then get a darker grey and draw lines, and then an even darker grey and draw lines, then get a white pen and draw lines, overlap the edges of the hat, and that really gives the fur impression. So it was good fun. I'm wondering if that was a tutorial video, but I don't think so. Now this one was Chromaflow pencils. Now there's a lot of green in this picture on the sort of grass, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it, so I just kept it quite plain. And these two characters look like birds, and I don't know why I thought they would be yellow. So that's how I coloured them. I thought they'd be like little chicks, sort of yellow, like ducklings or something. I don't know. But anyway. And I think these two trees, they both got apples on. They probably should have been the same colour. But, you know, it was okay. I just had a bit of fun with that one. And again, I kept the stars without a glitter or anything. I quite like doing glitter on stars. These are actually done with metallic pencil, but it doesn't really show up. Even Chromaflow, my set at least, doesn't have metallic pencil. These are Prismacolor Very Thin. I've got a metallic silver in a drawer on my desk that I grab at times if I want something silver. So I did that. Now this one was a lot of fun. This was done with Staedtler Design Journey, and I really had fun doing the water, making it look watery coloured, if that makes any sense. I don't know what colour I used, to be honest. Probably the sea green, I'm guessing. I don't know. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with different colours here. I sort of picked my duck colour first, and I like this sort of deep green and purple together. I think that's fun. And then just did everything else sort of matching. So we've got pink both sides, green both sides, and then a few different things there. So it was good. And some white for our bubbles. This one was a tutorial video that I did with the Derwent Light Fast pencils. It was a sort of Halloweenish, because it's not really Halloween, but it's pumpkins, and I wanted to do sort of an autumnal feel to it. I had a lot of fun. So that one's on my channel somewhere. If you go to my main channel homepage, there's a search button within there, not the main YouTube search, but within the channel there's a little magnifying glass, and if you just put village in, you see all the videos that have been done on this book. I don't think there's any others that have got village in the title, so that will help you find them if you want to. I think this guy is white though normally, but you know, I just wanted him to look a little bit furry. Now this again, we have a slight Christmassy look to this one. Obviously with the Christmas tree. Don't know what I used, I haven't written it down. But the star on the tree looks like a metallic pencil. It's a very slightly shiny, but nothing else is metallic. I didn't bother making anything else shiny, so I don't really know what that was. Or whether I've just plastered it on and it's waxy. I'm not sure. But there's our little chap. This one I did with Arteza Expert pencils. I wanted to make sure there weren't too many different colours in this one. So that's why all the flowers are the same colour. I think it ties it together. the bone, I really wasn't sure about whether to add a little bit of colour to that, whether to add a little bit of grey for some shading or not, but I decided in the end to make it stand out and leave it the same as her sock. That wasn't an accident. I did leave it that colour. Maybe I should have done it the colour of her outfit, which I quite like to make. I made that colour. I mixed together a sort of light brownish and a green. I can't really remember what they were, but I had fun sort of making that. I think it might have been pear green, but with a bit of light brown behind it. I'm not sure. So that was fun. Now this one was a picture that Morgan O'Brien posted on his Instagram, so I copied it like I did with the one from the cover. So it's not an exact copy in the sense that it's not, the colours are the same, but it's, you know, I just copied it the best I could. And I used Castle Art Soft Touch pencils for that one. And yeah, what I find quite fun is that he puts in the shadow with white pen, or with white, because it's digitally done, it's obviously not pen, like here, whereas I just left that uncoloured, and the same there. Sometimes I think that gives a purer white than putting your white pen on top, which can sometimes the colour bleeds into the white and things like that. So, but some of these areas I've used white pen. So that was an interesting one to do as well. I had fun, and it's nice doing them in the correct colours. I say correct because the rest of mine, like that's Totoro, is that the right name? I'm pretending I know, I don't. Here he is again, but obviously completely the wrong colour. Although Isabel's a bit yellowy. Now that was, I used another one of Sarah Renee Clark's colour cubes for that page. And I'm not sure how well it came off. You know, you've got a blue, so you immediately think, right, I must do a blue sky. And then you've got brown. So I coloured, I really should think, I would have probably been better off doing the character in the orange and the plants in the brown. I think it would have just looked a bit better somehow. And then this orange plants look a bit strange. So I don't know, I think maybe I need to spend a little bit more time planning if I'm using a colour cube card for a picture like this. The raindrops have been coloured over in a shiny pen, which was fun. So I think, yeah, I'm still learning. I'm having lots of fun with the cards. I haven't used them enough this month. I've been, as I say, working on so many other projects, having lots of fun, but there's just too much to do in too little time. Now this was a buddy colour video with June Colours. She got in touch with me and said, should we do one together? I was like, oh yeah. So we both recorded a video. Hers was, I think, I'm now doubting myself. I'm pretty sure we did. I'm pretty sure it's this picture. I mean, I did this in polychromos, and hers was really amazing. And I've used various shiny things on here as well. So you've got the basic colouring, but the moon has diamond stickles on it. The water has, I think, black diamond stickles, but they could be waterfall, but I'm not sure. I'll tell you in the video. And the stars are done with silver pen. So there's a lot of sparkle going on there, but it's really hard to pick up on the camera. And I've got no idea if I coloured the children in the right colour or whatever. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. Now this one I really enjoyed. If you know me, you know I love elephants. So I'd been procrastinating doing this page because I wanted to make the elephant look nice. I used the Artex pencils in the end. I really liked how the green came out because there's a lot of grass. But I just think it looked okay. You know, sometimes if you do big area, it can look a bit messy, but I think they pop forward off that light green and it worked really well, and I just think he looks really cute and furry somehow, although elephants don't have fur, I know. I don't know whether he should have had a sleeve, but there was no line, so I did him like he was wearing what I would call a tank top. I guess they call, these days a tank top is exercise vest, sleeveless. In my day a tank top was a knitted jumper with no sleeves. But anyway, might be a difference between American English and UK English, I don't know. But I had a lot of fun with that one. trying to make them cute, trying to make their outfits sort of match colour wise. I thought that was quite fun. So and there's a little Prezi there. This one I coloured with my Brute Funa metallic pencils. Some of it is quite pale, like this. I did colour it in. Oh, it come out just a tad. There we go. So they're not particularly vibrant in some colours. You can see a bit of shine, which is fun. I think with metallic pencils you have to plaster them on a little bit to get the shine to come out more. But I did have fun. I like their colours. I like the way they go down. And I'm going to be getting some more soon, so I'm really excited. So there will be, might be, as this is a 12 set, it's quite limited. I've got a 50 set coming soon. It's already here. It's I'm not allowed it yet, so I will be showing that. But what I've noticed here is I've used some white pen highlights, and this one's bled. It's gone neon pink, so I'm going to have to be careful of that. I might swatch them out and check, because it's always nice to know which ones bleed into white. Now this was a bit of a experiment, and okay, I'm trying to use up my Castle Arts gel pens. I've had them a few years and I'm worried that they're going to go out, they're going to dry up if I don't use them, and I've used up quite a lot of them. There's 4 pouches of pens in the set of 100 that I have, so I guess 25 in each, and I've already used up 2 pouches and I've got just over 1 left, so I'm getting there. But I find them a little difficult to work with. If you look carefully at this, I'm not going to zoom in, I'm not very neat. I leave lots of little gaps, and I'm sure I do that with pencil as well, but it's much harder to see than pen is not very forgiving. This little chap here, for some reason I decided to colour him in orange, and he looked awful because I don't have many greens. I went over the top of him in green and I did about 5 layers and it's still gappy, and you can see orange through it. It's like, ugh. And their skin, I guess it works, but you know, it was a bit fluorescent. But anyway, I don't have that many colours left, so but I like the silver on their whatever they might be. Are they DS's? I don't know. So yeah, it was an experiment and I won't repeat. Now here's Isabel looking very pink. She's coloured with Arteza Expert, and she has there's glitter in the centre of the flowers to make them shiny. So she was fun. I'm pretty sure she's a video, just a really simple one. Obviously she's the wrong colour, but you could change the colours about if you want to. I know some people want things to be exactly the right colour, and that's fine. I quite understand. I didn't know what the colour was, so I guessed and didn't really want to look it up because I just wanted to use my imagination. The same with these guys. Now again, I didn't look these guys up, but I made them match because I thought it was fun. Oh, hang on. There we go. I use Chromaflow pencils, so I don't have a big range of colours. I've got the 24 set plus 1. I know it's odd. One of my Chromaflows has run out, so I was buying some open stock pencils, so I grabbed a Chromaflow to pop in my tin to go with my others, and it was this pear green, which is quite nice. But I wanted these guys to match. I somehow thought they were husband and wife or brother and sister, but I've got no idea. So I did their skin, the same colours, their shells the same colours, their sort of hair the same. I have no idea what this is on her head. Is it a hair slide? Is it? I don't know. So I just matched it. I have no idea. But I made their tops match. Obviously he's got some shorts on, she hasn't, but you know, and it was just a lot of fun making them match up really. So I enjoyed that one. I like these with smaller designs. So these two, I didn't do them at the same time. I have a feeling this one, no, I don't know whether that was a video or not. No, I don't know. But I didn't do them at the same time. I've got no reference. I don't know what pencils I used, but I sort of matching sort of clothes I always think is fun. So that was that one. And then this one, these were definitely videos. These were done with polycolour pencils. At the time I only had 12, so it was quite a challenge because I have quite a limited palette, but with such a small picture it's quite easy to do still. So this was a Halloween picture, which was good fun, and then at Christmas I did this one. I'm not sure if I did this one as a video or not, I can't remember, but as I say, if you go into my main channel, Type Village, you'll find them all. Now this one I did with Bambino crayons. Now I find the Bambinos quite fun to work with. Mine are getting quite short, which is quite tricky. And I've lost my gold crayon. I don't know where it's gone, which is slightly irritating. But her fishing rod is in silver. But the Bambinos are very bold, which is fun. And so I like them for that reason. But I don't know if you can buy them in the UK anymore, or because I know they're Polish. You might be able to still buy them in some places, but anyway, that's the crayons. And this one was definitely a video. I did it when I did my flip through. I used Crayola pencils for the skin tone, the Colours of the World range, which I had, and I used Polycolour for the greens and blues and things. I'm not sure if the browns were Polycolour or if they were from Colours of the World, because you get some browns in there as well. I'm thinking that's probably a Polycolour. I can't really remember, but as I say, there's a video for that one, so that was fun. I can see that I've put quite a bit of brown in the green as well to make it look a little bit more khaki type. But that is the end of the book. As you can see, these are fairly short books. You just get a blank at the end, but it means that you finish them fairly quickly, which I find quite satisfying. I love finishing a book and being able to show you all my finished pictures, and there's just some feeling of satisfaction when you finish, which is so good. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Hope that was okay for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic day and happy colouring.